Well, crews will continue to work into the night to restore power after the high winds and cold temperatures left thousands in the dark. Duke Energy says the majority of power has been restored to households impacted by the outages caused by wind damage yesterday, as well as this morning's rolling outages. A lot of the progress has been made. Right now, Duke Energy says just over 9,000 customers are without power. It's a drastic improvement actually from this morning when that number was in the hundreds of thousands. WCNC Charlotte's Jesse Pierre brings us more.
I woke up about 6:30 this morning, heard the air running, and then it stopped, unfortunately, so it dropped out right after that.
Power out early Christmas Eve morning for nearly 500,000 households as Duke Energy worked to reduce stress on the power grid with rolling blackouts after the extreme cold weather caused an unprecedented demand on the system.
It really was kind of a perfect storm in that we had, a couple 100,000 outages from the wind event. And then overnight, we had record energy use.
Power is usually restored within 30 to 60 minutes, but for some households, it took several hours.
We're bringing them back on in chunks so it doesn't stress the system again. So that's 10,000 customers at a time, then another 10,000 after a bit of time, then another 10,000. So you can't flip the switch and bring them all back on at once, or you crash the grid.
Bill Norton with the agency says the majority of households should have power by end of day. Meanwhile, Duke Energy asking folks to help conserve energy use.
If you have the flexibility to knock your thermostat just back by a degree or two, I mean, you think about, we have 4 million customers. If everyone takes that small measure, that might prevent a drastic measure.
Some people already doing their part and cutting back.
Just making sure we're not turning the thermostat up more than we have to, and making sure we don't have any lights or appliances running that we don't need right now.
A day before Christmas, Christopher Fulghum says he is grateful to be back on the grid.
It certainly could be a lot worse. I used to live down in South Carolina, had to deal with hurricanes being out for a day and a half. That was certainly a lot worse than what we had to deal with this morning.
Jesse Pierre, WCNC Charlotte.
And tonight, Duke Energy is once again asking people limit their energy use over the next 2 days. The company tonight sending an alert saying, quote, the extremely low temperatures and high energy demand continue to place an unusual strain on the energy grid. Please consider powering down all non-essential electric devices and delaying unnecessary energy use for the next 24 to 48 hours to help avoid rotating outages in the early morning hours tomorrow and Monday. We understand this is a difficult task and given both the holidays and the cold temps, and we are grateful for your efforts.